Welcome back, my friends. Well, I've got to get the broad beans in. I've been chitting them. You can see I never have a look by actually planting them in the cardboard rolls, and then they tend to rot off, so I've decided to chit them this time. And we can see that the main shoot is coming out now, so I'm going to get a few of these in. I'm using the bigger cardboard rolls. Normally I use the kitchen rolls, but you do need quite a long cardboard roll because the taproot does go down a good way. I'm only going to select the ones that have already chitted. Make sure they're going in the right direction. But these have swollen up really well. I do like Bunyards Exhibition. I did have some off the hashtag starting a new allotment last year. I'll get these up to 2 or 3 inches high, and then they'll go out into the prepared bed where the potatoes used to be. So they had manure last year, and I've put a little bit of artificial muck. Well, it's a dried manure. I think a lot of people use different sorts, but it's what we get from the allotment shop. I've been so busy I haven't been able to get any fresh manure, but I think that may have been too strong. I'm just going to lightly cover these with some of the cocoa coir from my favourite friends who leave it on the side of the road for me. And we'll just keep an eye on them and see how they do. Not going to plant them all up just yet. I want them to get to a decent size. I'll just show you where I'm going to plant them, and we'll have a little look around the polytunnel before we go. I've still got these 2 buckets of potatoes to reveal. One was the purple mystery one off hashtag starting a new allotment, and the far one was a white potato that we wasn't quite sure of what it was, but I think it might have been something like an international kidney. These peppers, the Diablo, they've done quite well again. Pleased with those. Pineapples have been potted up. Christmas potatoes, that's the one for the comfrey, that's the nettle, and the banana concentrate. Well, there isn't much there. Have we got something just started to come? Yes, still a bit slow off the mark, but perhaps it doesn't like the banana. Wormery concentrate there, and then this one, nothing added. And looking at the nothing added, it's doing just as well as the rest. And if you remember my last lot, my failed lot of Christmas potatoes, well, that's how far they got before the blight struck. What a shame. But they'll make a meal. I've saved some of the Gigantimo tomatoes and some of the favourite cucumbers. I'm going to try on a little experiment with those. So just have to, I'll keep you posted on that one. And these are the last of the first earlies, and they've even started chitting, which they would normally do. So another couple of servings left in there for us, and the beetroot's still doing okay. I've just noticed a little bit of mould on there. I've been taking some of the smaller leaves. It might just be a little bit too dry in the polytunnel for them. I've dropped on another IBS or IBC. Nigel will put me right. Now that's going in that far corner when I've decided how I'm going to get it there. But I've repaired the pallets. This one had started to sink, so that one's got to go up in that far corner, and I've got plans for the 4 barrels that we're replacing. So there's 800 litres there. I've got 1,000 litres now, well, when it's set up anyway. But I've got plans for the blue barrels in the near future. My squash harvest, they've done all right. The old butternut squash, never tried them before, so we'll be giving that a whirl. Adam at Allotment Grow How, well, that's my beetroot, ready for his beetroot challenge on the 31st of October, Halloween. If it isn't big enough, then I'm going to make it ugly. Excuse the whitefly, but I think I've let the turnip get a little bit too big. Haven't managed to weed the Swedes, but they won't mind. And there's the insert for the tank. My second earlies, Marfonia, I've got to do a reveal on those. I'm going to get them in sacks. The chard, doing very well. The last few ones that haven't gone to seed are doing okay. Some of the fruit trees that I've got to get sorted, and the parsnip box still looking really good. Ugly parsnip. I don't think they're going to last till the 31st of January, but we will see. If we need to get them out, we will do. Last few lettuces, and the comfrey's out. Hopefully I'll get a few more spurs off it, and then I should be able to have got rid of it completely, he says. My red cabbage has just started to heart up nicely now, and I think everybody is suffering from whitefly. So I've decided to undo the cage and hopefully get a few pests in here. Dear me, just making such a mess of everything, but the sprouts are doing well. I've never known as much whitefly as this. Now the kale hasn't been suffering so bad on the higher levels, he says. I think there's just that many whitefly now, they've just gone everywhere. But I did notice as I was working my way up the kale, it was getting less and less evident of whitefly damage. So, harvesting the carrots out the carrot box. Leeks, I think I've got 3 in there. I've got to plant my red onions, but I've got to dig that over first. Compost bin's nearly full. So is the spent compost. So we're in a bit of a mess at the moment. Soon catch up though. So I'm hoping by just undoing this, I'll let the butterflies have a go if they want. But the weather's turning, so hopefully they'll disappear. Carrots in the buckets. Still doing well. I'm not going to take those tops off until I'm fully satisfied that they're finished growing. The beans, because I haven't been here very often, they went to seed very, very quickly. Can't think of the name at the moment. Lovely long beans, as we've seen before, but they did seem to the beans did seem to grow very, very quickly. French beans, however, we had a great crop off those, and the remaining beans will stay on there till they've dried out a little bit more. The issues of bringing in horse manure, especially fresh horse manure, docks. I missed that one, and now it's well established, so I'm going to have a little dig round there at some stage to make sure I get all that root out. Jerusalem artichokes, they haven't flowered yet, but I will be having a look to see what's in the ground, and next year I'm going to have to support them. Most of them have fallen over. Right, I'm going to take this net off now. I've got 2 rows of purple sprouting, 2 rows of weeds, and I think these are the pointed cabbage. Not awfully sure because my labels have disappeared. Must do better. So I've got my 5 dustbins there of the main crop, and they're Valor. So I've got to empty one of those. There's 4 seed potatoes in each one. They were actually there buried deep in the ground, and this is where the Bunyards Exhibition Broad Beans are going. Just tidy the parsnip box up, but by the time these are ready to go in, I'll probably take a few more from down this one side of the parsnip box just to help. I'll get the frame set up and a bit of fleece around them. No vegetable harvest to show you today, guys. Lots still growing. I've picked it all this morning. Dinner's ready in the steamer, ready to go, and it's certainly nice to pick those autumn winter vegetables to eat. Take care, my friends. Thank you for your patience. I've got lots of new things coming up to keep you interested over the winter months. Hashtag garden makeover at home is nearly complete, so I should be able to spend a little bit more time on the allotment. Till next time, my friends, happy gardening to you all. Ta-ra for now.